I don't know if you can notice, there's a ceremony down there. This is the World War II memorial. So it was probably something to do with World War II. There was some old part military guys telling some war stories and stuff. And there was a band and everything. Oh, that's what's cool about living in DC. Oh, this kind of stuff goes on all the time. So I like running around down here. The rest of the country pays for it, and we get it all for free. But what I want to talk about today is the student loan stuff. That's been hung up now in the courts. You know, the forgiveness, the $20,000 forgiveness for student loans. Well, there's some conservative people who don't like this, and they took it to court, and one judge stopped the program. So they have to go to another judge, try to get that judge to put it on. And actually, already, there's like 40 million people that are going to get student loans forgiven on this program, up to $20,000. And about half already applied, and about half of those have already been accepted. But if you go to studentaid.gov right now, you'll see a notice on there that, you know, it's in hold, and they're fighting this, and maybe they win, maybe they don't. So you have to sort of twiddle your thumbs for a while to see how this takes off or doesn't take off, stops or you know, reverses and continues again. I mean, it's been like this for months and months. The politics are so bad that everybody wants to fight to the death for everything and not give the other side a break at all. And it works on both sides. I mean, nobody's immune to this. But what you should look at is studentaid.gov, and there's other ways to get your student loans forgiven. First of all, look at the thing there on scams. You know, if you search for scams on studentaid.gov, you'll see that they're warning you, do not let anybody help you with your student debt, because all the programs that eliminate it and everything don't require anybody. They're all there on studentaid.gov. If you look at forgiveness and payment plans, they're the two things. There's about a dozen forgiveness plans already that, and Biden's new one is trying to be added to that list. So there's a lot of forgiveness programs already. So check those out, and check out the payment plans, because the payment plans can turn into a big forgiveness plan. In other words, depending on your income, they'll reduce your monthly income. So, I mean, your monthly payments. So if you get your monthly payments reduced, you can get them reduced to zero and still have sort of a get-by wage, you know. And a lot of people are living on that get-by wage. So you could probably stop your student loan payments, and then after 20 years, it's all forgiven. So you don't pay anything for 20 years, and you get the $100,000 or whatever the heck you owe forgiven. So that's already in the law. They can't change that. So that's, I mean, there's other little forgiveness programs that people aren't aware of, and you have to do that. But most important, anybody contacts you about a student loan, you know, that's a scam. They're ripping you off. You don't have to do that. Also, and refinancing. Now, again, you learn actually, if you're refinancing, what happens is, that's what happened to people on this. They went to private refinancing, and then they're not eligible for the government program. So just stay away from all that. And what to do is talk to the ombudsman at studentaid.gov. They have an ombudsman there. They have an 800 number you could call also to get help on that, on the student loans. Now, many states have programs that help you with the student loans too. And you can find out what's in your state. Go to HUD, HUD.gov, G-O-V, and make an appointment with a financial counselor. If you go to HUD.gov, put in counselors, you'll find out how to find free financial counselors in your area. And they're all supported by government grants to help you for free with these kind of problems. So don't use the internet for what you think is the best deal or right or whatever. I mean, particularly on student loan stuff, man, they're all in it to make money, and if they're making money, you're losing money. Because every government program for student loan is a government program that doesn't require anything except you knowing about the program. And then there's free help to get you to know about the program. I even charge. If you belong to LescoHelp.com, well, we have a $20 charge for that. But it's $20 for the whole month. You get everything we have. You know, it's like a Chinese banquet. Yeah. And you can keep eating. You can ask us 100 questions a day. We train people for free. We have 4 or 5 video trainings that happen that's almost every weekday that's going on. We give out our own grants. Now we're giving out $60,000 on December 4th. So make sure if you're a member of Lesco Help, apply for our $60,000 giveaway on September 4th. We're going to have another one January 4th. We've been doing this every month for about 13, 14 months and already given away about $400,000. I'm just so shocked and amazed able to do that, and very grateful, because to give somebody $1,000, it's so important to a lot of people. I mean, in Washington, that's chump change. That's like the kind of change you find in the cushions in your sofa or in your car or something. They forget about it, but it's really meaningful. Half the country is struggling paycheck to paycheck or less, and that's who we're really trying to help. I don't think the rich people need help, to tell you the truth, financial help, but we keep doing it. Well, that's another thing. So we're going to do what we can. And so any profit we make, I never thought we'd make a profit at this because we're only charging $20. Everybody who was so-called experts said I have to charge $200 or $2,000. I said, no, I want to, it should be free for people, because this is government stuff. And it belongs to everybody, not just me. So I wanted to keep it as cheap as possible, and that $20 seems reasonable. Because free, we can't feed ourselves to keep this going. I need to get $60,000 opening my business. Well, it'll take work to put that together. If you want a $60,000 grant, put it to better to open a business. There's lots of ways to do that. But if you go to a lot of the normal sources, they probably say no. You have to go to abnormal sources. Yeah, and that's what we specialize in. Now, to get started, if you're not a member, you find your local, what's called community navigators. If you go to sba.gov and put community navigators, these are nonprofit organizations that help you. And there's all kind of different ways to do that. I mean, there won't be a grant that will say, have your name on it. You have to figure out what's there and how you could use it. Maybe you have to move it to a small town because there's a lot more money for grants for people to start a business in a small town. Maybe you have to be in an area that helps people because they'll give you money to start if you're in that area. There's just too many ways to do this. And actually what's going on is incubators. Incubators are all over the country now for new people who want to start a business. This is it. I mean, you come in with just a hope and a dream and you have a good idea, then they finance it all and give you all the help you need and everything. But digging out those takes some effort. And most of us are, impatient and we want it now. If you're impatient, you probably won't get it. Particularly something like $60,000 to start a business. So if you want to be impatient and then give up and try something else, fine. If you really want to do it, then you have to have patience and realize it's going to take some time to figure out the system and how to fit into the system. You don't get up and, I like to play football. I think I'll join the Redskins or whatever they call them now, the Commanders. No, I mean, it's anything in life is that. So you got to put in the time, figure out what's there to do it. But that means it's for anybody. Anybody who's willing to put in the time. If you're not, then you may get hit by lightning and it'll happen, but most likely it won't. So if you really want to do it, you have to roll up your sleeves and start failing and start figuring it out until you hit payday. And there's no shortcut to this stuff. Once in a while you see them, and they're the people that are in the commercials and the ads and things like that. Oh, I just did this and did these 3 steps and became a zillionaire. See my Lamborghini in my garage, all that shit. No, I probably worked his ass off too, but he's not going to tell you that because it's not a good sales pitch. So if you really want to do something, the help is out there. It may not be as easy as you think it is to get it, or other marketing people tell you it is to get it, but it's there. And you have to be willing to sacrifice it. I mean, that's why I think the greatest thing we have going on in the world now is the Ukraine people. Look at, they kick ass on the 2nd largest military force in the world. A bunch of ragtag people, They thought they would last 2 days. What is it, 6 months or whatever? And it looks like the Russians lost, at least in the news today. And that's from the heart, man. That's why I wear the heart. It's the heart that makes a difference. Not only knowledge, but if you don't have the heart. Ooh, here's another dance group. You want to see them dancing? Maybe this is a TikTok video, huh?
You should go ask.
See? Entertainment along the way. That's pretty cool. So roll up your sleeve. I see Tammy's with us. Now she's a member and helps other members. I mean, that's what's so neat to me about Lesco Help, is not only us trying to show people. I think I lost a piece of paper. No, I didn't. But it's members helping members. I mean, I'm reading so many good programs that I tell other people about just by reading questions in our group. Now we have 2 groups, one on Facebook and another one I call Lesco Help 2. But if you join one of them, you belong to both. So you could join, if you're the Facebook around here by the Lincoln Memorial, we get bad reception. Let's see, we still on? Yeah, I guess we are. So if lescohelp.com, and that's for the Facebook. And then once you get to the Facebook, we'll give you the free link to get over to Lesco Help 2. Lesco Help 2 is where a lot of our training is going on, and a lot of our giveaways personally is going on over there. So you want to check that out. It's a little easier to use too. Facebook is so, scammers sneak in and all kind of weird stuff that goes on there. Lesco Help 2 is a little more secure site. So we're moving slowly over there and do both. But you can, if you're not on Facebook, you can go directly to lescohelp2.co. So that's the number 2 and then .co. lescohelp2.co. And you could join there. It's $20. And then you could get the link to go to Facebook also while you're at Lesco Help 2. And you don't get anything unless you ask too. So a lot of what we do, the best thing in what we do is you have to ask us a question on what, and tell us what you need money for, okay? And then me, particularly if it's on Facebook, I do all the Facebook ones, the first ones anyway, give you a listing of websites that are the most likely to give you the money and help you need to do what you want to do. Okay, I can't guarantee you give the money. Nobody could do that. I guarantee that they're real websites and they're in business to help with people like you or the problems that you're trying to solve. whether it's getting a rent money or utility money or real estate taxes money, and, fix up your house, start a business, get a better job, education, training, healthcare, legal help, anything you want, man. I've been studying this so long. I love answering questions because I didn't know I knew that. When somebody asks me a question, I dig in. Oh, I remember there was that thing that I got for that person, and I look for that, and I send it to you. So it's like a plumber. You're trying to fix the toilet for the first time, and you can sure figure it out, but you have to go on the internet and figure that out and watch the videos. And it may apply to you, may not. Then you got to go buy the tools and whatever. So you call a plumber. He's seen it all 1,000 times. Knows exactly what to do. Bim bam. That's it. So you probably have to pay him $200-300, but ours is 20. Save you that time, and just so you know this stuff is there. That's the thing, because you'll go once or twice on the internet and never find it, and you say, oh, that's not there. That's not true. It's just not where you're looking. And there's just too much out there for anybody to keep track of all this stuff. And we do the best we can because, God, I've been doing it for 40 some years now, probably 50. I don't even know anymore. I'm so goddamn old. I'm older than dirt. So thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow. I'm thinking about giving away computers to members. A lot of members just use their iPhone, whatever, and they need a little more than that to get the stuff well. And so we're going to give away a bunch of computers for Christmas. Maybe the computer fairy, like the tooth fairy. So, but it'll be some kind of contest, and we'll give a bunch out, to teach people. Okay, talk to you later. Thank you. LescoHelp.com or LescoHelp2.co.